All right, I'm the flat rate master, and let's talk about overall compensation when you're looking for a job. Now, this is something that comes up fairly often. You know, some people, it's all about the number, whatever you get paid, flat rate or hourly, that's the number that they care about. For other people, it's benefits. For other people, it's when you're looking for a job, you need to look at everything involved. I'll use myself as an example. Your commute. My commute in the morning is 45 minutes. Home, at minimum, is an hour, if not sometimes an hour and a half. My commute in the morning can be an hour, just FYI. So you have to take that into consideration on compensation. The reason I drive that much for this job is because I'm paid much more than I would be local to where I live. And I don't want to move out here. I like where I live, so I commute. But that is also something that needs to be taken into consideration when you're looking for a job, is how much is that going to affect my life? We had a service writer who moved here, started working up front, and that was his biggest pain point, was his commute. When he first moved out here, he was actually staying near me, and then moved further out and realized that Atlanta is a sucky city to commute in. Ultimately, that was the reason he left, not because of money, not because of atmosphere, not because of what he was being asked to do, any of that kind of stuff. It was literally his commute. So it's an important thing to consider when looking for a job, not just compensation. So now let's talk about your entire compensation package. This is what most people don't think about. Do you get health insurance? Do you get, dental, vision? How much is it going to cost for, to insure my family? Because, great, you have insurance. I know a lot of shops don't do insurance, but it's getting better. You need to look at what is the cost going to be for me to go work there for those other benefits that I'm going to need to get. Some people, their spouse has a better health plan than the shop. Most shops, unless they're a large corporation, generally have a poor health plan because, well, it's the way the system works. I don't control it. I can't change it. So what your hourly rate is, or if you've got, hourly commission, what's your commission rate? There's lots of things that need to be factored in, not just the one number, because there's lots of different things that need to be considered. When it ultimately comes down to it, if you're on any sort of commission basis, they can promise you all the numbers in the world, but when it comes down to it, if the work's not there, the work's not there, and flat rate or hourly and commission really doesn't make it any better of a situation for you. So again, that's something that needs to be considered when thinking about pay plan, is really need to look at that shop and see how busy they are. When you're being interviewed, ask to look at their open tickets. See how much work is actually going through the shop. Not something proprietary that they shouldn't be able to show you. It's something that is a legitimate thing for you to ask, because you're not asking to see, well, how many, what's your financials, yada yada. No, I mean, literally, how much work is there? Can you show me on your computer, what active tickets do you have? Because that's a huge way to see how busy a shop really is. Because again, even if you're hourly, there's no work and they go, there's the door, we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be something tomorrow for you to do. Or you're a really expensive floor sweeper, toilet cleaner, or a flat rate and you're not making anything, so it's something else to consider. On the retirement side of it, still most shops don't do jack, but if they do, get information about it, what program they're doing, whether they do a 401k match, which is the most common investment program in a business to do, but find out if they match your contributions. Just something to, think about. Again, total package, not just what your hourly rate is, because I know plenty of guys that have taken a pay cut just to get out of the situation they're in. If you're in a toxic shop, a little less money probably is worth it to not hate your life. Or, hopefully not hate your life, because, the grass may or may not be always greener on the other side, just saying. So, but consider everything. Everything's important when it's talking about your pay, because it's your livelihood. So don't just consider this, consider everything that's involved. So hope you found this video helpful. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.